We are live and ready to go. It is second round of the playoffs for the AWFL. You have the Georgia Vipers. Looks like they're going to be receiving it, but I believe the Tennessee Enforcers won the toss and elected to defer. So they will be receiving the second half kickoff, but the Georgia Vipers will be getting the ball first as we get ready to go live. We will be having a national anthem here in just a second. All right, it looks like the Tennessee Enforcers won that coin toss and deferred to the second half. Your Georgia Vipers will be receiving the first half kickoff. We ask that you all rise right now for Nasia to bring you our national anthem. All right. That puts us that much closer to kickoff. Everyone in attendance, we need the Fang Gang at full force today as we try and advance and get one more game closer to taking that trip to Charlotte. All right, as you can see, both teams are on the field and we are preparing for the kickoff. We will be starting with the ball on offense. We are back at full force. All people that were injured have had a month or more to get back at full strength. So these Georgia Vipers are ready to go and get ready for their run towards the championship game in Charlotte, North Carolina. As you enter the room, please let me know where you are coming in from and who you are rooting for. You are welcome to be here from Tennessee. It's not a problem. This stream has always been a safe space for both sides. All we pray for is that both teams leave as healthy as they came. So we just want to see a good football game and the best team win. Now, of course, I'm counting on that team being the Georgia Vipers. I am biased on this stream, but we are fair and we will allow you to root for your team. All right, so the Tennessee Enforcers came out and tried the onside kick first play, and that was unsuccessful as we recovered it. That onside kick is going to be recovered at around the 30-yard line and advanced to about the 33. Georgia Vipers will have 1st and 10 at that point. 1st and 10, Georgia Vipers at the 33 after recovering the onside kick attempt. All right, that first down carry will be snuffed out. All right, that run on first down to the right tackle will be snuffed out by the Tennessee defense, and there will be a loss of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 14 for your Vipers. Yeah, I think they're going to be ready for that off tackle. They know we're a run team, and they've seen us play before, so we better think about play action and getting the ball to some playmakers on the outside until we soften that up a little bit. And in the run game, I'm sure by the second half we'll be able to take over.
I couldn't agree more. We win this game in these trenches. Georgia Vipers can't set the tone early in the line. They're going to be in trouble.
And that's the truth. The Georgia Vipers offensive line is definitely one of the better in the league. Attrition sometimes get the best of them, but as long as we've had off and as long as we are definitely ready for this challenge, they are a strength of our team, and that run game has been phenomenal all year long. And there we go. All right, we're gonna go play action to a flat receiver out in the flat. I believe that was that Bell. I believe that was Bell that went in. Was it KD? All right, we had KD out in that left flat. It's going to only gain about 3 yards, but that's definitely the type of play that we need to do to make sure we're softening them up from just trying to stack that line with 9 people and stop the run. So as long as we can do that, whether or not we get it this drive, it's going to open up big things later. All right, that pass down the left sideline is going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring about 4th down and 11. And the punt team comes on the field for the Georgia Vipers. That pass, I'm not sure if they were trying to hit the seam or the outside, but it went between 2 receivers. So looks like the outside receiver might have been open, but the ball wasn't able to get there. So we're going to be punting on our first possession. Put that defense out on the field to see what they can muster up. Now, this is the first time we will have a guest host on the GD Sports Network. Kaisi, you will also be hearing the voice of Kaisi in the background at times. She will be also taking over some of the play-by-play. So welcome Kaisi to the stream.
Appreciate you having me, Graham. Excited to be here. Love these Vipers. Love Coach Smooth. And every organization he has is a winning program. So glad to be here with you.
Glad to have you. As the channel grows, we'll have more interaction with guest hosts and also interviews and such. But right now, my goal has just been to expose the women's game as best I could. My daughter started with the Georgia, well, not with Georgia, it's actually the Atlanta Rage. And I played there for 2 years, came over here this year. And I will live stream all games, obviously giving parents an opportunity to see their children play. And those who want to participate in the game, whether they know the teams or not, gives them a live stream to watch. All right, Tennessee is coming out with 4 receivers. All right, Tennessee will come out in a 4 receiver set and go with the draw up the middle to the running back. Number 23, that's going to gain about 4.5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. We'll say a long 5. 2nd and 6, long 5. All right, that 2nd down run is going to go for 5. It's going to leave Tennessee with a 3rd and 1. Once again, we have number 23 running the ball off the right guard there. That's going to be D, the Beast, Scott. She is a beast. She runs hard. Is D Scott's mom in here today? I met you on the last live. Are you in here today? Let me know. All right, that 3rd run play by the Tennessee Enforcers is going to gain them a 1st down. They will have 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Georgia Vipers. All right, number 23 is going to try the left side, going off tackle there. Coming up from the safety position, number 2, Lonnie Lofton will make the tackle after a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tennessee just inside the 40, scrimmaging from the 39-yard line. Right at their feet.
My favorite thing about Lonnie is she might be the smallest person on the field, but she feels like she's 6'7".
She definitely does. She's got the spirit and the heart and comes up hard and sometimes at her own detriment. But she's going to come up hard. All right, that Viper defense starting to stiffen up a little bit, but there will be another gain of 3 on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and 4. Looks like they're marking the ball down at the 36-yard line, 3rd and 4. Got about 13 minutes going in the first quarter. We have about 13 minutes in the first quarter. The score is 0-0. The Enforcers, this is their first offensive possession. And right here, it looks like they're going to stop them short of the first this time around. Yes, yes, yes. That D-line is starting to wake up. Let's hear it for your Vipers defensive line. That's actually going to be a loss of 1 on the play. It'll push it back to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 3. 4th and 3 for the Tennessee Enforcers. Yeah, that D-line starting to wake up a little bit. I was wondering when they gave up those 5- and 6-yard chunks in the beginning, but looks like they're settling in a little bit and getting ready to, or getting used to the flow of the game. They're taking their big back out, so this will definitely be all right. Well, it looks like that's going to be a 1st down. Tennessee is going to get the 1st down on that quarterback draw, or possible quarterback sweep, but that went to the left side there, and it's going to gain about 6 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Viper 28. That was a big play. They need to get him off the field. I'm not sure if they have a kicker, but they definitely want this drive to stop right here. right, that snap is going to be dropped at the point of contact there in the backfield by the quarterback. Once she reaches that knee, is going to stop the play. They're going to be at the 32-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 14. The bobble snap may be the difference in this drive.
Given the sub just made, Brand, I'm going to guess they're going to go with the sweep right.
We're calling sweep right, huh?
Sweep right with the sub that Enforcers just made.
Going to that wide side of the field. You weren't far off. That looks like it was trying to be a quarterback sweep. They cut it up inside that tackle. Good thing that the Georgia Vipers were ready for that. It looks like they held them to about a gain of 4. Quarterback keeper around the right side is going to go for about 4 yards to get back down to the 28-yard line. 27-28 right in there. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Tennessee Enforcers. 3rd and 10. All right, put the ball up. Let us get one. For a receiver set, they're going to try and put it up. Look alive, ladies. Jet sweep. That ain't going to make it.
Wrap up, quick tackle.
What number is
Number
that?
5, KD on the play.
That is number 5 for the Vipers with KD coming up, making the play on that jet sweep. That will be a loss of 4. Tennessee Enforcers still have their offense on the field, but that'll definitely put them in a worse spot than they were just one play ago. Way to come up on that defensive end there. Playing that cornerback position, number 5.
It shows her versatility. KD has been a receiver all season for Georgia Vipers until this game. She's now been asked to play a little bit of DB. So great versatility from her.
And that's what you need this time of the year, people stepping up. Next woman up, make a play. That's exactly what she did there. Well, that play did squeeze through in there, and that will be completed. It is going to be a 1st and goal for Tennessee.
Yeah, I take your hat off to that one, Brand. That was a great catch by that receiver.
That was a great catch because it was great, and it was great awareness of the ball because you know at some point when that DB's hand is in your face, the ball actually disappears. So she kept her concentration and got it. It'll be 1st and goal for Tennessee. And Tennessee ran their version of the tush push. That's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown for Tennessee. Looks like they ran their version of the tush push, and it was good for 6. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Great play by the Tennessee receiver on that last down. So unfortunately for Georgia, that ball got through there, but without that, it looks like we're going to have 2 well-balanced teams if they depending on their run games. And whenever the ball goes up on offense for the passing team, it's going to be a challenge. But unfortunately on that one, we let them get it through. It will result in a first score by Tennessee. So with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, they'll have a 6-0 lead pending this extra point. Going from the 5, that's a 2-point. All right, that's going to be good. She's going to get that 2-point conversion right up the middle. That's number 23, the Beast, right up the middle for 2. Tennessee will take an 8-0 lead. I guarantee you what probably happened is that Tennessee watched that film from the one game that we lost, which was against Atlanta Phoenix, and realized that the run game can make or break us. We're either going to stop it or it's going to pretty much eat up the clock. Because that's all the Phoenix did was ran the ball there. I don't think they passed much at all.
Also, Brent, that weather, that weather during that game kind of limited Mackenzie's arms and what she wanted to do back there at quarterback. A lot of time taking off the clock on both sides of the ball. It's a lot of running.
Well, that's definitely what happened, but unfortunately for us, they were able to get the yardage they needed on those runs. Sometimes when the game slows down like that, it's to both teams' benefit. But unfortunately for us, man, I mean, I look forward to playing them again. We got to get past this game, quite frankly, so I don't want to look too far ahead. But, when you lose both your running backs within the first 6, 7 plays of the game, in a game where there's going to pretty much be nothing but runs, that was a great hurt to our team on that day. All right, they've tried another onside kick, which we will recover at around the 45-yard line. That'll be the second onside kick attempted by the Tennessee Enforcers. We will recover that ball at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Georgia at the 45-yard line. All right, we've got Shea Manning in here. We've got First American Anomaly and Niles. I know who we in here representing, number 30, Camille. And Lee. Lee, who are you supporting? What team and what player? Let me know. All right, that run right up the middle by Camille Dunning. Camel will get 6 yards from that play. We'll say 5, right at the midfield line. So right at 50, we'll have 2nd and 5, Vipers. And if we get that run game going, it'll just be up to the defenses as to who can stop what. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. We have a score of 8-0. Tennessee in the lead. This is your Georgia Vipers' second possession. All right, that play is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Tennessee's front 7. Making the stop on that play up the middle once again by Camille Dunning. Seems like we dang near had a running clock from the beginning. All right, Lily, welcome to the live. Score is 8-0 Tennessee. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Got him. Little T to Tony Caldwell.
Welcome back, Little T. Little T was out our last game, and it hurt. She not only receives touchdowns and runs them back for big yards, she also kicks the extra points when needed. Kicks the field goals, kickoffs, punts, everything else. So she was a big loss, and she's back and representing very quickly. Welcome back, Little T. Welcome back. You are definitely missed. That's going to be a big play of 50 yards down that right sideline by Little T. Cardwell, taking the ball into the end zone, bringing our score to 8-6 with a little over 5 minutes to play. Let's hear it for the Vipers.
She's an all-around playmaker. No matter where you put her on the field, you got to account for number 3. You have to account.
And that's whether receiver, kicking, punt returns, kick returns, jet sweeps. Whenever she gets the ball, she's liable to take it the distance. Every single time. All right, we got a timeout on the field prior to the point after touchdown. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like what they're doing Tennessee-wise as far as um, running four receivers because that's taking the safety pretty much out of her position and putting her on man. So she's not able to roam as free and sit back there and create havoc. So they're smart for doing that because they actually are putting her on a player that I haven't seen them throw the ball to very much, to be honest. But it's all positional, putting her in that slot. All right, we're back to live action, and this PAT is pending.
No, Coach Smooth, he's going to go for the 2. Be my guess any day of the week.
Now, one thing I'm not sure on the league here is if the 2 is from the 10, or is that a 3-pointer from the 10 and 2 is from the 5? My guess is 2 is from the 5 because normally the ball will be at the 2 or 3 for a PAT. This may be for 2 right here.
Great pass. Great ball. Great catch. KD.
That ball might as well have been handed off. Great pass by Panda right into the breadbasket. That's going to be 2 points. And the score now is 8-8. Vipers with the answer. Great drive, ladies. All right, that ball was dropped right where it needed to be. Receiver watched it in, caught the ball. We're tied at 8. New ball game, folks. Now we just got to get our defense alive and well. Got one of the better defenses in the league, and that drive kind of surprised me a little bit. But once again, it was kind of a play that, they say football's a game of inches, man. And she could either knock the ball down, it would have been incomplete, or it could have gotten through. And on that play, it got through. So here we go. 8-8. New ball game. Both teams are playing for the potential to get one game closer to Charlotte, North Carolina, and a championship ring.
No, but I'm very proud to see Vipers move the ball down the field through the air. They are known for their run game, but when you can make dynamic passes the way Panda just did, you really keep enforcers on their toes.
And that is nothing but the truth, because there's times when if you're one-dimensional and a team can just stack the box with 9, it stands for a long day. So anytime you can soften up a defense with different plays of whether it's down the field or to the sidelines, the playmakers, you can't do that. And that's going to make our run game that much more dynamic.
I get to pin him here.
All right, Vipers, let's hear it. Let's hear it for the Vipers on that play right there. We're going to stop them down inside the 10-yard line. Looks like the ball will be marked down at about the 6. Great coverage by that kickoff team. Great coverage, ladies. All right, that kickoff dribbled down inside the 10. Forgive me for the camera positioning. But it was a dribbler. It dribbled down inside the 10. They never got to it. Both receivers or both return people tried to run back, and then they kind of looked at each other. So upon taking that little bit of a pause, it allowed the coverage team to get down and stop them inside the 10. This right here could be a great moment in the game for Georgia as they just scored. And all momentum can go their way right now with a big defensive stop. Better yet, a pick 6 or a scoop and score.
This is another impact that Lil T has on the ball game. Where you get that ball all the way down there.
Exactly.
People don't understand how important special teams is until you don't have a good special teams.
People out of their lanes, kicks reaching the 50 and all this craziness. Right, if you can't kick the ball, that may be part of Tennessee's problem as to why they're doing onside kicks. They don't have a kicker that can get the ball down the field. So Little T is definitely showing her impact fast and early. All right, we've got several flags on the play. Lord have mercy. All right, we have lined up in the neutral zone. We're going to give them 5 yards on a play they would have otherwise lost yardage. Big play, big play. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Tennessee. 2nd and 5. All right, now y'all got to be able to look down that line all adrenaline going, but you can't give it to them like that. That's going to be a free 5 for Tennessee. Get them off of that goal line just a little bit. They're out past the 10. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 14. No, the ball, hold on. 5, the ball is off. The ball is mismarked. The ball is mismarked. Give me a break. 5 yards, not 8. They're about to let them play.
I didn't even catch that.
Heck yeah, I catch that. They got the ball out with 2nd and 2. Wake up, guys. Let's go. All right, that jet sweep around the right corner there is going to be cut up and ran for, looks like 5. Or is it going to be 4? Yeah, that's going to gain the line of gain. It's going to be a first down at the 16-yard. Be 1st and 10, Tennessee at the 16. Yeah, that play right there. Actually, it was a good cutback by that receiver because had she tried to get outside of it and got strung out, that wouldn't have made it. So she cut it up and got the yardage she needed for the first down. That's going to bring a completion to the first quarter. Our score is going to be 8-8. Tennessee and Georgia deadlocked at 8 after 1. All right, that last play will result in a first down, so it will be 1st and 10 for Tennessee at the 16 when we get back to live play after this quarter. But after 1, we have a deadlock playoff game in the AWFL at 8-8, Georgia and Tennessee. Ball was caught by Lil T. Cardwell. I'm just seeing this, Liam. Obviously got my hands in a bunch of things, but it was caught by Lil T. Cardwell. It was a 50-yard touchdown up the right sideline. She adjusted to the ball probably around the 25 or so, caught the ball and took off. There was going to be no catching her on that one. So we are deadlocked at 8, and they are just starting their drive. They did get the first down, so they're off the goal line. Probably will eliminate the possibility of a safety minus a snap over the quarterback's head. But we still can pin them deep in this territory and get the ball back. 1st and 10, 16-yard line, Tennessee. All right, back to live play. We're going to have 1st and 10 for Tennessee at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 enforcers. Come on now, give me something. It's time for a turnover. Yep. Who's that crashing off that edge? 40 who? That is a great play by that left end coming down, crashing down, and making that play in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 2. I thought it was 40-something. But that wouldn't be the end, so I don't know who that was then. All right, that could be a play that changes this drive. Gets them off schedule from that run game, but we can't give up a big chunk after the fact. All right, that jet sweep to the left is going to be cut back and brought around the right side. She will get the line of gain right at the 26-yard line, so it will be a 1st and 10, Tennessee. All right, on that play, I'm going to give credit where it's due. She made the cutback she had to and actually ran a daylight. So She's going to pick up 12 to 13 yards on that play and get Tennessee the first down. She got them flowing one way and went back the other. Now that's a hard run by number 23. We're going to get the Beast credit on that one. That's going to be a gain of right about 9 yards. It's going to set up 2nd and 1 for Tennessee at the 35-yard line. You can't arm tackle nobody like that. You got to get in there and go after them legs, go lower. You can't go with the knees because them high knees will come up and knock your helmet off. But you have got to get down low into them thighs or lower and bring her down because she's not doing many hurdles. I guarantee you that. But you can't go up high on her. She'll drag you like she just did for 9 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. And the ball is scrimmaging from the 35-yard line. They dang near hit her in the backfield. That ain't about to happen. Because what you had there is normally the rule is first person make contact, second person rip, but that doesn't work on a big back like that. You've got to get that back down. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to rip the ball out anyway. So you got to make sure you have true control and get them to the ground. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 1 at the 35. Now, one thing I don't necessarily like is the D-line oftentimes is standing, and you cannot get pad control. Like right now, you're going to get blown off the line for a yard if you're standing up, which is what just happened. Look at how they driving them. That Tennessee offensive line just got about a 6-yard gain on that play, and it's going to bring about a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Tennessee at the 44-yard line. 44-yard line. Yeah, you notice how they're up in a 2-point stance? If you can't get your pad level lower than them, there's no way you're going to win that battle at the line. That's just not going to happen. I don't know if they be tired or just refusing to get down. They can't do that in a play like that. It's short yards, 1 yard. They blow you off the ball for a yard. Can't do that. You can't just stand there. You're not a linebacker in a gap. You're a D lineman. It's like we got 4 defensive ends on the line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't do that. Not against this line. They're about to show you. All right, we've got Bell making the play on the right side of that Tennessee offensive line, left side of the defensive line. It's going to be a loss of 1. Yeah, Tennessee coming out here trying to show their dominance early.
I like it, Britt. I like it. This does not look like the same team they beat.
It does not. It does not. And they said that. They said that coming in, that Tennessee was going to come in with a new spirit, new attitude. I've been watching their website, and they're here to win. They're here to win. They're claiming it too. But I like it because we're capable. But you can't give up that line of scrimmage like that, and we're better than that. All right, that's going to be a gain of about, looks like about 5 on the play. We're going to give them 6 because there was a loss of 1 on the first play. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Tennessee will have the ball just short of the 50-yard line at the 49. It'll be 3rd and 5, Tennessee. And they set them up for something. You can believe that because they do have a pass game.
This start right here is going to be critical what about the Vipers can stop this drive and allow them to catch a bit of momentum.
Especially knowing that they came off of what, the 6-yard line or something like that. You can't allow them to go 94 yards. Even getting here is an accomplishment because they've already flipped the field. Right at the first, it's going to be a yard short. Now they better get their pad level low. All right, it's going to be a gain of 4 on third down. It's going to bring up 4th and 1 for Tennessee. 4th and 1. The ball is resting at the 42-yard line. Line to gain is the 41. We just went below 10 minutes in the second quarter. Tennessee has an impressive drive working here. It's going to be another timeout by the Vipers on defense. Another timeout for the Vipers on defense. First timeout went after a touchdown. So this is the first half, not as important, but we've got to take care of our timeouts in that second half in a closely contested game. All right, we've got a timeout here by the Georgia Vipers with 9:42 remaining in the half. Timeout, Georgia Vipers. Once we are back to live play, we will have 4th and 1. Well, it looks like it's moving back a little bit. It'll be 4th and 2 for Tennessee, 4th and 2. Line to gain is the 41. I don't know how it went back, to be honest. Not sure about that spot, if I'm being honest.
What do you think that Force is going to come out here and do in this 4th down play?
I know if it was me, I'd keep it where they've been doing, right up the middle with 23. But if they want to hit them with a surprise play, they can go play action and go to the wide side of the field.
I got to agree with that first statement you made. I would continue to give it to 23, get that first down, really set the tone with the run game. Shying away from it right now would just be a disservice, especially if you don't get it.
Right, you don't want to be too cute. You don't want to be too cute. You don't have to be at this point. There's no reason to. What you're doing is working. And quite frankly, until they stop it, you don't have a reason to go away from it. It also can demoralize a team to know that you can't stop them in all of these short distances to get off the field. Man, I got to agree with you now. You can't get no running back down to the ground named Beast going up high. They should know that. This looks like it could be a tush push. Now they hand it off. Yep, first down. That play is going to gain the distance for the first. They will get it right inside the 44-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 at the 44. Yeah, but you can see how the quarterback was looking at it too, though. She was, do I give it, do I not? Because she was ready to pull it. I don't know if it was RPO, but it was definitely an option to see if she was going to hand it off. Yeah, I'm not sure why they allow, especially this early in the game. I know some people get tired, but this early in the game, the defensive line should not be in a standing 2-point position at all. 2-point stands, that should not happen. Especially in all of these very short yardage plays, because the first thing you're going to do is get blown off the ball. I can see if it's a pass rush, but not in these type of situations. That doesn't make any sense. We've got about 8.5 minutes to go in the half. Score is 8-8, but please bear in mind that this possession started at the 6-yard line. So they have already driven about 50 yards to the field with 45 to go for the touchdown. So they will also be getting the ball first the second half. So we cannot allow them to eat up the next 8 minutes running the ball down the field and then get the second half kickoff. That could change the total complexion of this game. Defense has got to stand up. This is strength on strength if you're in those trenches. This is the type of game that linemen dream of. Whether you're blocking or getting after it, this is what you want. The weather is holding up. It's not storming. It's not overly hot. The sun is blocked by clouds. This is great football weather. So right now, it's just strength on strength. This is what football is all about. You're telling another person your size or bigger, I am going to take you somewhere you don't want to go. And that depends on what side of the ball you're on. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line of the Vipers. All right, back to live play. We've got 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line of the Vipers. Tennessee, 1st and 10. Because on that one where they like hot rugby scrum for about 6 yards, yeah, that's dominating right there. All right, that handoff off the left tackle is going to go for about a yard, yard and a half. We'll give him 2. We'll say 2nd and 8. Ball will be laying at the 44-yard line, going in. Tennessee, 2nd and 8.
Running back number 10 on Enforcement's nickname down here is MVP. The running back's MVP of the beast.
Yeah, that means you got a run game that probably works.
You probably stick with it.
Yeah. So the nickname of number 10 is MVP, huh? MVP and the Beast. And they are tag team in Thunder and Lightning. All right, quarterback. You're in a 4-receiver set with Beast being a single back.
Vipers to get in here and stop on this one.
That crackback block was not nice. Looked like a face mask, possibly. Yeah, there was a crackback block. I'm not sure if that's what the flag is. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a face mask because it looked like that tackle again was up high, the way the runner was jerked back. But then we've got a lineman over on the sideline, and it seems like, I'm not sure if she was blocking downfield and got cut low trying to get off the block, but she's definitely injured on the play. Let's see if I can see what happens. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm being honest, she blocked somebody in the back and went down. You see that?
She went for the block in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Missed.
Yeah. You heard herself.
Yeah.
Because it was a line that got cracked back. A little bit was trying to shoot up. You see that?
She missed it.
Now right here. She starts cheating up. And came a crack back.
Right there, right there, she's right there.
No, that's not her.
Yes, right there.
No, Alani went first. She was right here.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the player that got hurt.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry,
No, I saw her.
Yeah, she missed
I'm
it.
talking about Alani. She was trying to cheat over into the run game.
She would walk up by herself, or they...
She right there. She starts cheating over. She sees where it's going because she's watching her. And then, bam, she got caught up right there. She got cleaned up in the mix. Good read, but got to keep that head on the swivel.
I'm thinking about playing like she's 6'7".
Yeah. All right, so what was the call? Because the ball didn't move. What was the flag? Did I miss the call? Ball is at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Tennessee. 1st and 10 at the 30. I missed what the flag was. Mouthpiece out. All right, that runoff right guard is going to go for a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line. 27-yard line. Y'all remember this now. This is the game where Lenny said, she had to keep going long. She's like, I was going low, but I got tired of hitting. Yeah, that's what happens when DBs having to hit backs like that all day. Your free safety shouldn't be making that many tackles. See, that's her right there. That's her right there. She coming up. I'm telling you, she be getting tired with them little shoulders. That's going to be a nice hit by number 2, Alani Lofton, coming off safety position up to that tackle off the left side on number 44. It's going to be a gain of about 1 off the left edge by number 44. Running that ball was Tiara T. Woodard. See, she only getting looked at. That hurt when you go to them legs like that. She was brought down by number 2, Alani Lofton.
Twice with the red run ball.
Mm-hmm. Come on now, give some assistance. Let's go. Let's go, Biggs. Let's get in there. Let's go.
Right there.
Let's see, cut it back inside. Missed the tackle, but didn't let her get outside. That's going to be a, let's see, gain of about maybe another 1. Going off of that right tackle place. Got a host of Vipers over there stopping that play. Lonnie Lofton coming up and keeping it inside, not letting it get outside. Taking it back into a host of Vipers, including the left side of that defense, linebackers and D-ends. I hate when I can't see numbers because I really like to get people their props, but I can't see them. Yeah, I can't see them. All right, but it's 4th down. It's 4th and 6. We need this drive to end right here, right now. They're putting it up. They're putting it up.
Got to pick. We got to pick.
Pick.
Wait, no one's going to catch Crystal Bell, baby. She's
Crystal
Bell. Not going to catch it, baby. Sound the alarm.
You might as well ring the doorbell because somebody made it home. Touchdown, Vipers. Pick 6, number 13, Crystal Bell. For all of you my age and older, you will know the reading, the book for whom the bell tolls. Well, today, it's Crystal. That is the number 1 way to stop a drive. That was an impressive drive by Tennessee going out from their 6-yard line. But that bend but don't break defense just made the difference. And Crystal Bell will end up in the end zone on a pick 6 of 70 yards.
What a great player she is, man. I saw it a mile away. I get the pleasure of playing against her in flag. And man, she's the same way. She will read you down that you think there's a little bit of space.
Just a little bit.
And take the ball right there.
It doesn't matter what position she's in, man. I mean, that's the thing about her. It doesn't matter if it's defensive back, if it's linebacker, if it's running back, if it's receiver. She's going to make plays.
She is a dog.
We have got several players on this team that were named All-Pro, and she is one of them and well deserving. It doesn't matter what position you put her at, she would have made that team.
Well deserved.
All right, and that kick, as usual, is good. Oh, is that too? Was it a deeper kick? Is that what it is? Was it? The kick was done. Yeah, the kick was one.
I'm thinking flag. That's why I got 10. Just set home for the 14. That's that flag. That flag.
Little T. Carwell with the kick, and as usual, is good. That will give your Georgia Vipers a 7-point lead in a very well contested game so far. Both teams have shown what they are capable of and what they can do. So the question becomes, who is going to last the longest? I like this. This is playoff football. Welcome to the Viper Den, Tennessee. Yeah, this is playoff football. You're not going to get it easy. Tennessee has definitely come to say we are not the same team you beat earlier in the year. Why are we kicking from the 35? Was there unsportsmanlike or something on that touchdown? Did she do anything?
I didn't see it. I must have missed anything.
Because it would at least be 4 yards back. I'm thinking 50, but it's at least 5 yards back because it should have been at the 40. Nice kick, little T. Stay in bounds, stay in bounds, stay in bounds. Yes. Good job, Alani. Good job. Good job. Good job. That's all right. You got her down. Don't worry about it. You got her down. Let's go. All right. You got her. You got her. All right. That kick is going to go down to about the 10-yard line. Great kickoff, getting the ball inside, and it stayed in bounds. But that return is going to get the ball out to about the 25-yard line. So nice return by Tennessee. Gets them respectable starting position at the 25-yard line. With 3 minutes, is the clock running? With 3 minutes remaining in the first half, the score is your Georgia Vipers 15, Tennessee 8. Well, I just be tripping because I never know when the clock is running and when it's not. I mean, running clocks normally don't happen unless it's a blowout, but they do it in this league for some reason, and it's random. Because other times they're like, stop the clock, and other times it's like, why is the clock running? So I'll be confused half the time, to be honest. If anybody in this chat can tell me why, I would love to know, so maybe I can stop saying it if I'm wrong. But see, now he just said stop the clock. So how much time did we let run off? They be killing me, man. I'm telling you, it's weird. I think the rest be lost half the time.
I think it's Ed, man. I'm talking to him.
They be in the huddle.
Yeah, they roll it. Yep.
Now roll it. All right, it looks like somebody has awoken a nest of vipers and they are starting to seek and destroy. That ball out to the right flat is going to be caught, but it's only going to gain, well, actually, it's not going to gain anything. It looks like a loss of 1. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 for Tennessee, 2nd and 11. I thought she was past the line of scrimmage. I guess not. Who made that play? Was that Crystal too? Okay.
You know, just to go back to the pick 6 by Crystal Bell, they really took away Tennessee's momentum. I mean, they were really marching down the field, moving the ball
With ease.
and then boom. You know, you guys really did everything right.
But you know what? That's what I said about getting cute, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I said about getting cute. Sometimes you do just a little bit too much, and it's not necessary. See, now they're alive. Now they're alive. All momentum is shifting. All right, we've got a timeout on the play. That pitch out to the left side is going to be sought out and destroyed yet again for another loss of 3 on the play. When we get back to live play, it's going to be 3rd down and 14 for Tennessee. Let's hear it for our defense, Fang Gang. Let's hear it. These Vipers have come alive, and it looks like they're trying to seize momentum back. As I stated earlier, Tennessee will get the ball to start the second half, so we need to stop this drive now and not let them score going in. Yeah, I agree with you totally. I mean, sometimes it's one play, and that's why I said earlier with that play that could have been knocked down that wasn't, that resulted in a touchdown after the fact. It's, you know, game inches, man. Game inches, they say it all the time. A fingertip can knock it down or it can break a nail as it goes over. You know what I mean? So it's just, love this game, man. But yeah, that was, they got cute, and they tried to go play action, and Bell made them pay for it.
That's the thing about momentum, too, is one of the most unfaithful traits of the game. It's on one sideline, one play, and go to the other sideline the next play. So they had a ton of momentum, and Bell just took it from 70 yards down the field.
But you remember earlier in that drive when I said they're setting them up for something?
Oh, yeah.
It just didn't work. But they were setting them up for something. Once you run that dominantly, you can either just keep it going and have a 2-possession half, right? Because you waste about 9-10 minutes of the clock. Or you can eventually think, we got them. Let's hit them with this. And it didn't work. And I'm glad they did.
I'm saying 4th down plays well. I had no choice but to put it in there.
All right, we've got a timeout after the timeout. All right, it looks like a timeout after the timeout. So with 1:56 remaining in the half, well, I guess it's a timeout after the 2-minute warning. I apologize. First one was not a timeout, but 2-minute warning, and then after the 2-minute warning, we now have a timeout by Tennessee. When we get back to live play, it will be 3rd and 14 with the ball resting at the 21-yard line. Plenty of time for the Vipers to make a play, get the ball back, and try and score prior to the end of the half. Even if it's getting it down close enough for Low T to kick the field goal. And you ain't lying, we needed that. The score with at the 2-minute warning going into the half is Georgia Vipers 15, Tennessee Enforcers 8. We are starting to get a nice breeze coming through here, so what I think that means is that a storm is coming. We have held off the rain for quite some time, but we are supposed to be seeing rain. That's another interception.
Take it back. Take it back.
Interception, Vipers, and that play is going to go down inside the 20. The ball will be out at about the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Vipers. Let's hear it for your defense.
Again, Brent, kudos to KD for being versatile. Out there playing defense for the first week, making big plays.
First week. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hey!
They asked you to step up and make plays, and that's exactly what she's done.
This is my interception. They told me when it was messing up, they told me to tell you to fix it. One, it was messing up. One is like, brr, brr, brr.
For those of you who have signed up for the 50-50 field goal competition, please make your way to the big tire on the track. For those of you who have signed up for the 50-50 field goal competition, please make your way to the big tire on the track.
I have Coach Hoke in here asking, what's Coach Hoke asking what's the score? He coaches Savages. They have a couple ladies out here as well that's been committed to the Georgia Vipers this season.
Is that Quavaria Stone?
Yeah, that's Coach Hoke right there.
Definitely. Well, welcome to the chat, Coach Hope, and you have 15-8 currently. And that pass is going to be knocked down and thankfully not intercepted. That pass across the middle is going to be knocked down, almost intercepted, but we're going to have a 2nd down and 10 from the 18-yard line. Yeah, keep it at them flags where it's one-on-one. Don't go into that middle. If it's not open. I know, right? Run that ball off that left edge, see what you get. But yeah, that's no.
Oh, no.
See, and she was past the line of scrimmage. I don't think that was roughing. I think she was past the line. I think she was past the line. All right, we've got a flag on the play. We also have an interception. We're going to have to see what the call is, and we'll go from there. Unfortunately, that play was intercepted, but we're going to have to see if it stands as there is a flag on the field. I thought she was going to run it when she cut up like that.
She had a little bit of space.
Yes, I think she was past the line of scrimmage and wanted to throw it last second.
I got him wide, got him flashing on her.
So I was looking for a run off that left edge, and when she cut up there, I thought she was going to go ahead and run it. It looks like they're giving them the interception. So that interception will stand. It will be Tennessee ball at the 4-yard line. We've got a chance for a safety here, so I don't want to discount that. But I thought she was going to run that. She would have been safer to run that. 1:20 remaining in the half. We have a score of 15-8. It would be real nice to get a safety right here. That hurts to give that right back after that interception, but see right there. All right, that D-line is going to make that play right there inside the 5. They need to call a timeout and try and get a safety on this. How many timeouts we have?
Yep.
Just one? Should I use it? Make them make a play. Fumble, snap, anything right here. You're in trouble. Quarterback keeper. Good play, Alani. All right, that quarterback keeper around the left side is going to go for the first down. It will be a first right at the 15-yard line. Stop the clock. Coming up on the tackles, number 2, Alani Lofton. She did get the line of gain, so it'll be first and 10 at the 15. I feel bad calling Alani when I don't know half the other numbers, but that's only because I know who she is.
How you know her?
That's my daughter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's my daughter. That's why I'm like,
You said these paper rate. I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
of who you was talking about, but
yeah, that's
now I
that's
can see Lofted on your shirt. It makes sense.
yeah, that's the GD and GD Sports Network girl dad.
Got you. Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah. All right, that run up the middle is going to gain about 4 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 6 from the 19-yard line. Stop the clock. And it looks like the Tennessee Enforcers are going to be happy to get out of this half, knowing that they received the ball the second half, just running it, but they're hoping to possibly get one break in that line and someone go to distance, but I don't see that happening with the team speed that Georgia has, but they're content to just hand the ball off. I would be too after throwing 2 straight interceptions.
Yeah, if I'm the enforcer, just trying to get out of here, go to half, get a good pep talk with the team, try to come out and do something. I definitely take this one. Definitely put it in here.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, because one thing you know is that your run game is working. I mean, your run play away. You start with the ball the second half, and with the run game they have, quite frankly, I would expect them to go for 2 probably every time. So you could potentially be up 16-15 first drive of the second half. There's no need in going down 2 scores right here. So we'll see what their coaches think. Some people are riverboat gamblers. And they go all in. I would just get out the half.
I'd line it up. 5 receivers. All goes like mad.
Yeah. We all got a little bit of that in us, but that's a little easier during the regular season. When it's winter go home,
absolutely.
you got to be careful with it.
That's why I'm up here in the booth and I'm not down in the field.
Yeah, they do it.
Screen.
Oh. All right, that ball is going to be completed out to that right sideline. Number 17 is going to make the catch there. And that is for the Tennessee Enforcers. Number 17 is Naomi Krisner. But she will be stopped right there for the most part. She did break the first tackle, but we're going to go to the half with the score. Georgia 15, Tennessee 8.
To be a fly on the wall during Coach Smooth's halftime speech.
What do you think that fly would hear?
Of things I can't say right now on the live. But definitely a lot of ladies what are we doing and defense tighten up and mainly that D-line. I think the secondaries look great.
Right.
Got to tighten up on the trenches.
Well, that's the thing for the most part is that's what makes this team so solid is that when they're at their best, the front 7 is pretty impenetrable when they're at their best. And then when they try and pass, that back 4 is as good as any in the league. So, they're a really good team. That being said, it is the little things, because a drive that lasts 15 plays, it should have lasted 3 and out. But you gave up the first one, 4th and 6 or something crazy. That's when it hurts because now that drive becomes long. People get tired. You do things you wouldn't normally did. You take chances you normally wouldn't have taken. So that's why when it's a team sport, you just got to do your job.
I'll see if I can catch a halftime interview with the coaches to see what they think is for the second half.
Hey, appreciate that. All right, so for you that are at home, we've got 20 minutes to go. Go grab your snacks, your drinks, get that bathroom break. Do what you got to do for the next 20 minutes. As I stated, we definitely have some wind coming in. I think I just felt a drop hit my forehead. So I believe we will be catching rain here in the Atlanta area, Lithia Springs to be exact. It does feel like it's going to start raining during the half. But all that would do is make us feature both running games, and I honestly would like that. Both teams have great running backs. Both teams have great running games. Both teams have offensive lines that are capable of dominating. So if we have to go there, I'm okay with that. Any participants in the 50-50 field goal competition should be on the field at this point. Any participants in the 50-50 field goal competition should be on the field at this point. Yeah, I agree, man. That's why you heard me say when they first got it, I was like, heck, or don't let Lil T get back in field goal range. I'm just looking for the win, man. I know a lot of teams like to dominate, and I'm not against domination. Domination to me is a play-by-play thing. It doesn't always mean it's going to show on the scoreboard, but you can dominate a team and win 3-zip. So it's not always about scoring. It's about stopping them, and like I say, controlling the line of scrimmage to the point that you say, I am going to take you somewhere you involuntarily want to go. You had no intention on going there, but that's where I'm going to take you. So when you're doing that, you're dominating. Also, you dominate by making the right decisions at certain points of the game. And I'm not going to say that it was a wrong decision. I don't want to say that. I'm simply saying that that field goal was available to you. Field goal was available to you. Because right now you left them thinking they can come back because they're only down 7. If they've been down 10, it's a different ballgame. But for those of you who are just in the live, we've got 12 people in here. During this half, if you could hit that like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. Go ahead and hit that like button. We're at the half right now. There's no action going on. If you stepped away, I understand. But if you are here, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, we are back in Lithia Springs, Georgia, on the campus of Lithia Springs High School. Unfortunately, the half is right now about to end. The countdown is at below a minute, but we just had a lightning strike. Just had a lightning strike. So that means that we have at least 30 minutes before we can get back to play. Unfortunately, lightning hit right at the end of the half. So there will be a 30-minute delay in this game. So you can check back in about that amount of time. And, hopefully we'll be back to live play. But unfortunately, I was just walking up the stairs, not having had heard of a delay, and lightning hit. And it is on a 30-minute delay. Does anyone in the chat have any idea about what's going on in any of the other playoff games? Does anybody know anything about any other playoff games? Man, that sucks. Right at the end of the half, you know? Time right now is 7:34. According to the weather reports, right now it's supposed to just be cloudy. And at 8 o'clock, it's 100% rain and thunderstorms. So either we're ahead of that or it's going to get worse at 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? Either it came early because it wasn't predicted for right now, or it's just worse than it's supposed to be and it's going to get worse at 8 o'clock. Yeah, because according to this, in Lithia Springs right now, it's just cloudy. And they need rain over the
No, 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 I'm showing.
Is yours showing?
My location.
Okay, see, I'm just showing right now that, and then at 8 o'clock that. Yeah. So 8 o'clock is supposed to really go.
Yeah, 100% red.
Okay, 9 is down to 50%, and at 10 is back up in thunderstorms. 50%.
Mine showed 9 o'clock down to 25, and 10 actually stopped. Yeah, that second half started at 10.
Lord. That's what I told my wife coming out, and I said, man, this is crazy. We had all these weeks off. The week we get back to thunderstorm. I said, man, this is sad. It's sad for them. They've been off for 5 weeks. All you would do is play a game. You know what I mean? Goodness. Oh. Okay, for everyone who has stood here and waited to see, hopefully maybe you got your volume up. It looks like we may be getting back to live play in about 2 minutes. Well, I shouldn't say live play. I should say teams warming up and getting ready. They're starting to. The visiting team has come out of their locker room. Our team is behind me, and they're starting to resuit back up and get ready to go back out. So we should be back to live play here very soon, very soon. Hey, I appreciate those updates, Niles. I need you to tell me where you get them from, man, because I be looking a lot and I don't never seem to find them. So if you could shoot that website or wherever you be going to, right here in this chat, then I'd appreciate it, man. Let me know. But let me see what you got here. You have RVA Ladyhawks 26, Lansing 7, fourth quarter. That's not a surprise. Atlanta Phoenix 12, Carolina Stars 6. Man, Carolina plays Atlanta tough every time. And that's a team we handle pretty well. So it's a little disappointing how we showed up against the Phoenix, but it was a bad day, man. I'm not giving excuses, but when you lose both your running backs, and because one of them is your daughter, so you know what I'm talking about. When you lose them both within the first 6 to 10 plays, it's gonna be a long day, man. So I really do hope that the championship game comes down between us and Atlanta, and I hope we go in there and beat them because I know we can. But Carolina always plays them tough, man. So I think the last time Carolina was 0-0 at the half, and then Carolina was up for a brief moment, and then at the end, the Phoenix went on and pulled away. But yeah, Carolina plays them tough, man. But yeah, like I say, the visitors are out of their locker room. I can pan over that way, and we can see the visiting team has exited their locker room, and our team is coming back out on the field. So they say 10 minutes. They are going to give 10 minutes of warm-ups, and we should be back to live play. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It's very possible the referees will go to a running clock, which means we've got 30 minutes to decide this football game. You got to play with heart. You got to play through the hurt, the pain, the tiredness, and the rain. You have got to play through it if you want to make it to the next level of these playoffs. I believe these ladies can do it. I'm counting on them to do it, but that is the stage that has been set. We have 10 minutes of warm-ups. We will be back to live play, and we will have 30 minutes of football left. Everyone in the chat, do me the favor of leaving me a like for starters. I got 22 in here right now. Leave me a like, please. Push that like button. Also, tell me where you are and who you are supporting, what team and what player if you have a player. As you see our young ladies coming back to the sideline. I appreciate that like. Go ahead, keep leaving likes. Let me know who you are supporting, what team, and what player. Now, if you already have earlier, I got that information, but if you're new to the chat, go ahead and tell me that much. Welcome to the GD Sports Network. GD, for those who do not know, stands for Girl Dad. I have a player on the Georgia Vipers. She is number 2 by jersey, and she plays free safety. At times when needed on offense, she'll play running back or receiver, but her primary position is free safety. And this is her first year with the Georgia Vipers. 2 previous years she was with the Atlanta Rage. So that is my backstory. That is why GD Sports Network exists, is that I am a girl dad, and I will be live streaming all games of the Georgia Vipers. I see Tennessee, number 55. I see you. I see you. Welcome to the chat. As I stated earlier, we are a safe space for all who want to see the game. I do this for parents to see. Any fans, hopefully expand the game, even if it's just one fan at a time, and expose the game of women's football. So I will be live streaming all Georgia Viper games. You are welcome to be here. You are welcome to talk a little mess, all that. We have a little fun. but I will always be respectful to the opponent as well as the chat in general. So, welcome to the chat. Tennessee number 55. That will be, if I'm correct, you are representing Jazz Ridley. Welcome to the chat. Give me that like and a subscribe if you have not. Give me a like and a subscribe. Like I said, that is for all Georgia Vipers fans that want to see them weekly, or anyone who would like to see a game. If you're not unable to see your own team play and you want to see a game that week, tune in to GD Sports Network and I got you covered. After the season, I will also be doing videos and different things on my channel. My ultimate goal is for it to become exactly what it says, Girl Dad Sport Network, which will include my daughter and some of the commentary and things that we do with the channel. But there you have it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe. All right, Andrea Turner, I see you representing Tennessee, number 56. Anastasia Battle, welcome to the chat. Go ahead, give me a like and a subscribe. It costs you nothing, and I am definitely down for you to cheer for your team, root for your team, even talk a little mess. It's all good. We will be here, and we will be broadcasting live. As you can see, the teams are back out on the field warming up. We should be down to about maybe 6 minutes or so. Is that the 10-minute timer right there on the clock? Okay, so we're down to 3 minutes. The time went a little faster than I thought. We're down to 3 minutes, and we should be back to live play in about 3 minutes. Like I said, it would not surprise me if at that point we're going to go to a running clock to try and get the full game in, which would mean there's 30 minutes left for one of these teams to move on in these playoffs. Ultimate goal for these teams are to make it to Charlotte, North Carolina, to the Emerald Bowl 2025. Well, I appreciate the fact that you have been subbed. Thank you very much. What the coach is talking about?
Oh, yeah, I think so. That's a good interview.
Go ahead, let's see.
Some notes. Oh, Phoenix beat Carolina Stars. So it's the game covered over.
It was 12-6 in the, I don't know if he said what quarter. You got that live?
He said fourth
Oh,
quarter
yeah,
for the
yeah.
Tomahawks and Legacy. Phoenix is 12.
Here in Seattle, go Vipers. Okay, my sister moved out to Seattle. Watching my son Taylor coaching. Okay, so your coach, right. He's the one who came up. Good deal. Nice to see you in this chat. My sister moved out there. I think she's officially in, what is it? Because it's not Seattle. It's right outside of it. I don't want to say Kent, but it may be Kent. Maybe Kent. But yeah, she's out there. If you happen to know where the Pepsi plant is, I know they're out in that area. Score right now at the half is Vipers 15, Enforcers 8. The Tennessee Enforcers will be receiving the second half kickoff, so it could get interesting real quick. But currently, there's a 7-point lead by the home team, Georgia Vipers.
So, Brent, I had the pleasure of catching up with both sides during the half, getting feedback. Coach Smooth felt like on that last possession that the Vipers had, should have ran the ball, took their 3 points at the very least.
I agree.
He actually regret putting the ball in the air.
Yeah.
Come from the head coach right there. Asking what was his plans to slow down number 23 on the Fortune Beast. He said, he got to load the box with 9. He said she's hard to bring down. She's shown that, she's proven that, but they have to send everything they have at her every time she touches the ball.
I would agree with that if he's manned up on the outside because, quite frankly, our DBs, I don't think are going to get beat man-to-man, especially if you put enough pressure on that quarterback. I don't think she'll have enough time, but one thing that will bring danger on, she is a mobile quarterback. And if you send receivers deep and is manned up, they turn their backs, she'll become a Mike Vick on you and be running right up the sideline and you don't even know it. So, but I do understand that that's probably what he has to do to maintain, that young lady because she is running the ball hard.
Absolutely. We talked about KD, number 5 on the Georgia Vipers, playing both sides, doing exactly what she's asked to do. Anytime she doesn't complain, he says she's a coach's dream.
Right.
A coach's dream.
Right.
So anywhere I put her, she'll play, no attitude, no hesitation. She just want to go out there and do the best she can, wherever they see fit.
So we would have to call her his version of Travis Hunter.
Oh man. Oh.
she playing wherever he needs on both sides of the ball.
She's getting it done.
Yeah.
And then Coach Smooth went so far to say, they have to leave it all out here on the field because they are playing in the conference championship. Guaranteed they will make it to the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Love the covenants from the coach.
Definitely. If the coach doesn't have it, the players won't.
Absolutely.
I mean, it shows through whether it's through the way you talk or the way you look. So the coach having that kind of confidence is what you need from a team that you're supporting, and that's good to hear that the coach feels that way.
I had the opportunity to run down, catch up with the enforcers personnel. And they said they're going to continue to own the trenches. They said they feel like that's their fight. They feel like they're winning it, and they still continue to go there and try to own it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're dominating the line of scrimmage, you're going to win a lot of games.
Right.
You're going to win a lot of games. I mean, if you can protect your quarterback and dominate the run game, that's a hard team to stop. So I would agree with what they're saying. The only thing about that is this Georgia team, they're game, and they're ready for that challenge.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if it comes down to the trenches, then, of course, that means that after that, it comes down to the skill players. And I like our skill players. But, I mean, definitely, again, hearing from a coach that says that, that's the coach that knows their team. Because he knows their strength. You know what I mean? So if they're going to run the ball the way they've been running the ball, you can't be anything but respectful of that. And it's up to us to stop it. Because if we don't, it'll be a new ball game. They'll get this opening kickoff and drive it down the field. That's where, like I go back to that comment earlier, they got cute.
They did.
And it cost them.
They did.
And it cost them. So that pick six is the difference in this game. It very well could be 8-8 right now, or possibly they might have the lead. So that was a huge play. And if he wants to go back to his mentality of dominating the trenches, and we're about to see the second half, that'll be pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
They spoke briefly about the Beast. Called her the bone to the back, new to the organization.
Mhm.
Just a dominant player, and one of those players that do not tackle properly, she will make you pay. So they have a lot of trust and confidence in her. They're going to continue to go to her. But they also said they're going to continue to own the flexibility of putting the ball in the air. Despite them mistakes, despite the weather, they like their chances in the air. They're not going to shy away from that. They want to continue to run, put that ball in the air.
Well, you know what? I look forward to seeing that ball get in the air. I look forward to that. Because our DBs ain't no joke, man. So as you can say, like you said, you brought in number 5 to complement that defensive backfield, and there's been no drop-off at all. There's been zero drop-off, and she's out there making plays, not only making tackles, but making plays, and also, whether it's a PBU or whether it's an interception. So, I like our chances when the ball is in the air. As we know, right before they scored, that was one that could have easily been knocked down.
Right.
It just wasn't. So, it's going to happen. And as they say, if you don't try, you can't complete it. But I like if they put it up. I like our chances.
I'm playing a little bit of quarterback myself. If I came out there and I threw 2 picks, and my coach said we put it back in the air, I'll shrug it off and put it back in the air. But a lot of players don't want to be the reason, especially in the playoff game. You got to sit back and think now for 3 or 4 picks. It's hard to say you're not the reason. You guys don't pull it out.
Well, you know what, though? To be honest, not knowing anything about her, I don't think 12 is scared. You know what I mean? I think she's a real confident little quarterback, man. And because she knows if push come to shove, if the play is to put the ball up, push come to shove, I'll pull it down and run.
That's true.
So it could be a play that's called a pass. It doesn't mean the ball's going to get put up.
Right.
But once you get everybody spread out, if she feels like she can make a play, I think she'll be with that. So I think she's a confident player. And quite frankly, that's I just, as a player and as a coach, I've always loved the fact of my best playing your best. You know what I mean? And if she's that confident, let her do it. And it's up to us to stop her. So yeah, I look forward to that ball getting in there. Now it may come back to bite me in the butt, but I look forward to it, right? I look
think
forward
so
to
too.
it.
I
So
mean, they put it in the air twice. They picked it off. I mean, I like the chances. I like the odds.
yeah, yeah.
She may have completed 2 passes, so I mean, 50%.
I mean, even though when she completed, there was no separation, technically. You know what I mean?
Those screens really
Yeah,
get flat.
yeah. So them DBs, man, they're up for the challenge. But it looks like, yeah, they're definitely getting this opening kickoff. It looks like we're gonna be back to live play here shortly. Right before we get back to live play, let me see all those 22 people in the chat. Hit that like button, and hit the subscribe. We are back to live play here in just a moment. Both teams are on the field. Georgia is ready to kick off. Tennessee is ready to accept the kickoff. All right, Stadium, welcome back. Welcome back. We are happy to see the rain is gone, the thunder and lightning has left us, and we are back to playoff football. Georgia will be kicking off to Tennessee to start the second half, and we have 30 minutes to see who moves on. 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That kickoff will make it down to the 10-yard line and be returned 10 yards to about the 20. It looks like we're going to mark the ball at the 23. Kickoff will be returned by number 10. That is Lachey MVP Brown, taking that ball out to the 23-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for Tennessee. Looks like it may be marked at the 20. Well, maybe the yard marker is just a little off. I think the ball is being marked at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Tennessee at the 23. All right, everyone, welcome back to the chat. We are back to live action. We are in the 3rd quarter. Right now, the clock is not running. I will keep you updated if they go to a running clock. But we have just had the kickoff to the second half. Tennessee will be scrimmaging at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Lord. All right, 1st down. Going to be a gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6. It will be 2nd and 6 for the enforcers. After that, run up the middle, gains 4 yards. It looked like they ended up with a lineman on the defensive back. Are they pulling guards and stuff like that? Because see, 88, it looked like 88 ended up blocking the DB because she pushed her down. I might have to rewind that and see, but yeah. Are they pulling guards? All right, that's another run right up the middle, number 23. Better known as the Beast. She will get the ball out to the 30-yard line, where it will be 3rd down and 4. 3rd down, let's hear it for your defense. 3rd down, let's go. Oh, no, not at all. Yeah, she just said don't throw it away because all the gnats. But yeah, she said it was a bunch. It was a bunch to be undesired. All right, it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. So with 13 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, we're going to have our first timeout of the second half. Who called that? I missed who called the timeout. Timeout. Who called the timeout? Refs ain't hearing me. All right, well, it had to be them because we already out our huddle. We didn't take long. 1, 2.
Timeout Vipers.
It was Vipers? All right, well, I guess they didn't need long. All right, count the field, please. Somebody coming out? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, back to live play after that Viper timeout. We will have 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. All right, that call is that run is gonna break for about 10 yards. Met in the hole by number 2, Alani Loftus. She was able to break through that tackle and gain another 6 yards. It will be a 1st down for Tennessee. 1st down and 10. The ball will be placed at the 47-yard line. All right, we've got a run of about 2 yards on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for the Tennessee Enforcers. What the heck? What did he call? Face mask? Looks like there was a face mask on that last play, giving the Enforcers 15 more yards of offensive yardage. They're going to be at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. I know they didn't take her out because she missed a tackle. See, because that person just got trucked that just went in because they're going up high. I know they didn't take her out for a missed tackle. That is a strong run by, I would assume it had to be least. Number 23 for the 1st down. Getting down to the 27-yard line would be 1st and 10 Tennessee. 1st and 10 Tennessee.
Right back to what we saw starting the game off. Establishing numbers, running the ball, fighting the trenches.
Well, that's what he said he was going to do. So he's coming out true to his word. He saw what he can do. It doesn't make sense to get cute. All right, that quarterback sweep out to the left will be snuffed out and brought down in the backfield. There will be a loss of 2 on the play. Ball will be marked at the 29-yard line of the Vipers. It will be 2nd and 13. All right, that there is number 10, Lachey, the MVP, Brown, running the ball for a gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. That play was run right up the middle. Yeah, see, they coming out doing exactly what they need to do. I gotta get better with this camera. My apologies to the chat. I'm watching and not moving. My apologies to the chat. All right, now number 23 should not be able to sidestep nobody.
First down.
Fourth
Fourth
and
and short.
inches. Fourth and inches. At least they're down. You see, they just pushed her. They pushed her right through the hole. Quarterback will get assistance from behind, be pushed through the hole. She will get the first down. It will be 1st and 10 enforcers at the 15-yard line. We're going to say 1st and 10 at the 15. All right, that run off the right guard will be met by a host of Vipers in the hole. There will be a short gain of about 2 yards, and we'll be looking at 2nd and 8 for the enforcers inside the 15. Score is 15 Georgia, 8 Tennessee. This is the opening drive of the second half. We have about 7.5 minutes to go. Now, was that us or them? All right. We've got a false start by Tennessee. That will move the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13. They talking about stay low. Yeah, no kidding. We know. We know that's who's going to win the trenches. All right, that quarterback sweep around the right once again is going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Be a short gain at best. It will bring up 3rd down and 12 for Tennessee at the 18-yard line.
It's going to really be a defining moments for this Viper defense. Being able to hold them right here and make it fourth and long.
Put my head with doggone spider web. I was about to tell her, go to the coach. She got up and going over there now. He can't put you in if you ain't over there. That's a pick.
That's a pick. That is a pick.
That's an interception for the Vipers. That ball will be turned over right at about the 11 or 12 yard. Well, it looks like it's going to be marked at the 10. That Viper defense will hold. Interception, Vipers.
Miss Versatile right there. Again, Christy KB out there with another interception.
That is a player that is not even normally on the defense with 2 interceptions in one game. Being in the right place at the right time, making plays. So many times you see the ball hit somebody right in your chest and bounce off and hit the ground. So just because you're in the right position don't mean you're going to make the play. That's a great play. Gives the ball back to your offense. Once again, stopping a drive by Tennessee on a pass play.
Correct. Enforcers vowed to go out there and put the ball in the air continuously, and they're paying the price for it. Under 6 minutes left right now in the third quarter. Vipers are up 15-8. Stop the clock.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the big deal was as far as her being pulled. That's all I'm just trying to figure out. I know she missed the tackle, but I've seen more than one missed tackle. Come on now. All right, that's going to be a short gain on first down, but it's going to get about 4 yards from that play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Looks like the second half is going to be a test of wills. Whose line is going to get whose offense going, and whose team is going to hold the ball long enough to score. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for Georgia at the 14-yard line. Fumble. God dog it. See, that's what I was hoping for with them. Did they lose the ball? Or was she down? Doggone it. It's going to be a fumble on the snap by the quarterback, number 17. The ball is going to be recovered, but the loss will be of about 7 yards. And it will bring up 3rd down and 12. Just don't turn the ball over. Give her time to punt. That's Panda right there out the game. So who's that quarterback? Who's their backup quarterback?
I have that for there might have been some wildcat with
Lord.
Bell here.
Yeah.
Coach did talk about it going into this week game plan. Some wildcat in there, see what Bell can do.
Mm-hmm. Is there a time? No. Okay. All right, we're below 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Both teams have held on their offensive possessions, and this quarter is basically over. So we're going to be real close to. Oh my gosh. That's not a safety because of forward progress, but good Lord, 2 straight fumbled snaps. Now they got a punt from right there. We got to hope we get the punt off. It's going to be another fumble snap in the backfield, which will set the Vipers up at the 2-yard line on 4th and about 18. 4th and about 18. God, dog, that was disastrous. Get the punt off, please. Yeah, I think Twin, I think she asked that earlier. Yeah. We're below 3 minutes now. Hold on, where's the punter? Heck, with 2 bad snaps. At least kick it out the end zone, give them 2. Do not give up a touchdown. Good snap, give us a snap, give us a block. You know they coming. But she ain't very far off the line, is she? Ooh. Timeout. All right, we've got a timeout by the Vipers. We have 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Will be a timeout, Georgia, prior to the 4th down punt. Yeah, this is a huge play right here. This could definitely change the complexion of the game because the defense is pretty much held. Like I say, the one score they got was on a pass that easily could have been tipped or knocked down. Unfortunately, it wasn't. They scored. Other than that, the defense has clearly been bend but don't break. They've gotten timely turnovers when they've needed to, timely stops when they've needed to. The offense cannot afford to give up a touchdown on their possession. So that we've just got to get this punt away, or the coach has got to walk in the huddle and just say, hey, we're going to take the 2, run it out the back of the end zone. We cannot get a block, and we cannot get a fumble in the end zone. One way or the other, we need to get this ball off. We need to take the safety and live to play another down.
Yeah, I think this right here can change the whole tone of the game. Curious on if Coach Lou's going to see the lineup that were coming out on special teams, or they, just pretty confused about me bringing a second time out. That's what it's right now.
I mean, what surprises me, to be honest, about Tennessee is that what I noticed before the punt, I think, was only a three-man line.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're really bringing everybody in. I would be at this point. So I'm a little surprised, but they may feel like the three is enough, and they're going to cover just in case. But
They call some more people down to the line. That's what confused me, allowing Tennessee a chance to
a
actually
chance to
set.
adjust, yeah. So she doesn't go very deep on her punt.
She's gonna roll. Oh my God! Is this a fake? She's fast enough. She got the outside. That's the first down. Did she get there?
I don't think she got there. No, she needed the 20. All right, that fake punt is going to result in a gain of about 18, but she needed to get to the 20, so now it's about a gain of 14. She needed 16, and that's going to get the ball over to Tennessee in great field position at about the 17-yard line. So it'll be first and 10, Tennessee at the 17.
Brent, I like the fake. I don't like the fake in this exact opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of fake.
I mean, had she hit that edge, she'd have been gone. I mean, she had an opportunity because naturally the thought process on that, and I don't like it here, I won't lie. I mean, because they get the ball to 16. But the thought process is that because it's on the goal line, they're coming all out. And if you can hit that outside, you're gone. But it was close. I'm not mad at seeing it. It's better than giving the ball down there. So now the defense just got to hold a few plays and see what happens. Because I don't think they have a kicker. They've always gone for two. All right, that's going to be a very big challenge met. Meeting Beast in the backfield and holding her to a 1-yard loss. That'll be second and 11. Vipers defense holds on that play. It'll be second and 11 from the 18-yard line. All right, defense, this is what you're here for. Offense gets the highlights. Defense wins championships. Let's go. Heck, in this game, the defense has some highlights too. One of the two scores. You hold them here, this is big. Good play, Alani. Good play. Good play. She must have hit her shoulder. Doggone it.
Stop the clock.
That's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. Coming out from safety, number 2, Alani Lofton makes a play at the 19-yard line. She is down on the field. God dog it. She must have got a stinger because it was either that or a neck shifted, one or the other.
Well, Brent, this is what we're talking about. She felt like she's 6'7".
That was another big back. She got her down.
Came down hard too. What you want to see from somebody in the secondary? You know, coming down, getting that play, getting ball, shutting down that run.
And she's up and walking off. We'll see what happened. That was a good play coming up from that safety position, making the play because they're passing when they want to. Don't get me wrong, but their meat and potatoes is that run game. If you can stop the run game, look like she might have tweaked her back the way she's holding something. But you can tweak that and get them throw the ball. I told you I like our chances, right? So when they went back to that area, we got it. So I don't mind seeing them pass the ball, but we've got to stop that run or it's going to be a long quarter. All right, so there's 59 seconds left in this third quarter. It will be 3rd down and 12 for the Enforcers. Lonnie Lofton has made it to the sideline and being looked at by the doc, but she walked off under her own power. May have tweaked a little something. Looks like a lower back, mid back. Probably tweaked her on a tackle. I'm pretty sure she'll be back in. Sit on your butt, put that leg over and turn. So you can't rip that ball out. Oh, what is the flag? I'm saying that on the mic. We have a flag on the play. That went for about 3 yards. Looks like it's going to go against the offense. That will drive them back. It will be either 3rd and long or okay, take the yards, coach. Please push them back. Push them back. All right. We've got holding on the offense. All right, we've got a hold on the offense. Hold on, Niles. Hold on. We're going to be all right.
Oh, right off the
Yeah. We're going to be all right. Hey, man, this is probably the type of game they needed, to be honest with you. They've been off for a month, man. They needed something that's going to keep them engaged. And when they win it, it'll let them know they can win a tough one. But, yeah, they're not at their best right now, but we're going to be all right. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter. So we came into this quarter with a score of 15-8 Georgia. We are leaving this quarter with a score of 15-8 Georgia. So fourth quarter is about to begin, and we will see who is going to earn their way to the next round of these playoffs. I will say, when you told me at the half that the coach said that he was going to rely on the trenches, that bothered me. When you said he was willing to pass it, that gave me hope. So I'm glad they tried. I'm glad we took it away, because they could have easily probably scored that drive if they just kept it on the ground. They had all momentum on their side. So that's what I mean about sometimes, I don't know if it's just an offensive coach's mindset. Sometimes you just want to be, I call it too cute, but you want to be too innovative. You want to say, I got to hit them in a way that they don't expect. But if what they expect is working, you don't have to change up at all.
You got to stick to what works, stick with the defense is giving you. If they're going to continue to let these MVP run through these holes at 8-9 yards, I mean, you got to continue to run that way. Putting the ball in the air right now is just a, let me prove it to you.
Right.
Anything. It's nice. I don't think it's necessarily coaches.
The worst killer of any coach is ego.
Absolutely.
Worst killer of any coach's ego. It's like sometimes you just have to keep it simple, stupid, and move on. Now, it's not saying that I'm rooting for Tennessee, but they've stopped 2 drives
Absolutely.
on the pass. One being a pick 6, the other being clearly a drive stopper inside the 10. So if that's what you want to do, I'm down with it.
Well, we're highly biased people. We're definitely going for the Vikings up here. So I don't think anybody's getting the wave that we're cheering for their forces in life.
No, not at all. But you know what? It's like, just from a coaching perspective, it's just funny to me when you see, and I mean even up to the NFL level, when you see these offensive coordinators just really want to do something.
You got a fumble.
All right, well, that's a fumble. That fumble is going to be recovered in the backfield. Now, if you notice, what was being done was a pitch pass. Vipers hold on third. It is 4th down. And we have to see what the enforcers are doing, whether they're going to punt or leave their offense on the field. The ball will be scrimmaging from the 33-yard line of the Vipers. Yeah, she was going to pass that. Yeah.
That we just talked about. Keeping it simple. Trying to
Right.
pitch back. It's been raining. The ball is wet. It's still raining right now. I mean,
Yeah. And not only that, it's the fact that if you notice, you were pitching it back to someone who I don't believe was your normal back. Because normally you've got 10 and 23 back there. So you're putting someone in the backfield to run something different. And you almost could have had a scoop and score yet again. If you want to keep turning the ball over, doing something, then what probably got you here, be my guest. I'm all for it. Don't hit her. Whew. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. After the short punt by the Tennessee enforcers, Georgia will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Once again, that defense holds. Good job, Lady Vipers. All right, this defense is keeping us in the game, and the offense just needs to get a steady drive. Because right now we're at below 14 minutes in the game. If you can just get a steady drive and kill most of the clock, you'll put them in position where they can't do 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And if you've got to put the ball up now in the rain against a defensive backfield that you haven't shown you can beat, I'll take those odds. We just need our offense here to give us something. Give us a drive. Give us a drive. Oh, why are we moving? That's going to be a false start by the offense. Yeah, that's the old, is it rest or is it rust? And It may have been a little of both. I think they needed it because they had a couple of players nicked up, and definitely got us healthy. But then after that, that last bye really hurt because they should have had a first round playoff game. And unfortunately, I won't even say a bye; it was a forfeit. So after getting everybody healthy, it would have been nice to play a game. But if we survive this one, I think in 2 weeks we'll be fine for the next round. I gotta cut that one back. Who was that? All right, Tennessee will meet the ball carrier in the backfield, right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain, not a gain at all. It'll be right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. But I mean, even if nothing more, take your time between plays. There's no reason for a hurry up offense. The rain is coming down. If you cannot see it on the live, the rain is coming down. It's not an outright storm, but it's steady, and it will affect your passing and kicking game. But oh my God! All right, they tried a play action screen, and if I'm being honest, I thought it was going to be a pick six. So the ball happened to drop before the DB got there. Um, that was read well and reacted well, and lucky for us, they didn't get to it. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 at the, we're going to say the 14-yard line. Line to gain is the 24.
Great instance by that DB right there. Realizing
Yeah.
what's going on coming down.
Because technically they had a blocker out there, and the DB went by both of them and almost got to the ball.
Oh, there's Bell. There is Bell doing what
Nice.
Bell does, and she's gonna.
Nice.
I don't know if they're gonna catch him.
Nice. Crystal Bell up the gap with the cutback and the cutback again. That run by Crystal Bell was just what the doctor ordered. Going to the outside, cutting back, and then hitting back to the outside. The only thing that stopped her was the sidelines. But we have got the ball out of our territory, and it's going to be a 1st down, Vipers, at the 33-yard line. Yes, sir. That's exactly what we needed there, Chad. Crystal Bell with a run of about, what were we at, about the 14? So that's 46, about 50 yards on that carry. About 50 yards on that carry. Great run.
Dog.
Great
Just a
run.
dog. Time to call
See, that's when you can do 3rd and 10 and you hand the ball off, you know your run game is strong. That was what you needed to do. Trust your run game, because that's what got you here. Because that last play was too cute that almost cost us. All right, that is Camille Dunning. Camel Dunning on the run. Run game is heating up right when we need it to. Gain of 6, that'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Georgia Vipers. The ball is at the 28-yard line. 28-yard line. We're going to say 5. 2nd and 5. All right, keep it simple. Because see, that's all we needed right there. Flip the field, really. And now you're just all about time. Time management. Time management. You're already inside the 30. Time management. No turnovers. And we would like a score at the end of this drive to put the icing on the cake.
Oh my goodness.
And there we go. There we go. Another fumbled snap. The ball will be turned over on yet another fumble from the quarterback center exchange on the long snap. And Tennessee will get that ball back. Tennessee has the ball with 9 minutes and 20 seconds going in the fourth quarter. Your Georgia Vipers are clinging to a 15-8 lead. You know, the thing that scares me, like I said, they're going to go for 2.
Yeah.
If they score, they're going to go for 2. They didn't mess around and end up 16-15. They've got the run game to get 3 yards. Doggone it. Offense just keeps saying, hey, defense, we don't want the ball. We're going to give it back to them and let y'all play some more. Come on, O. Come on, O. Come on, O.
Yeah, I was going to find a way to do the basics.
Now let's go, defense. We're only lucky that she's slow. All right, that's going to be a gain of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Tennessee. Number 23 taking the ball to the outside after going off the right tackle. 2, 3, 4. We're going to say a gain of 5 by the Beast. All right, defense, earn your money right here. Let's get out of this game, doggone it. Get ready, Alani, for something shady, because their coach is willing to do it. All right, that run will make the line to gain. It will be 1st and 10 Tennessee. The ball will be marked at the 48-yard line, just short of midfield.
Vikings have done so many great things defensively, special team wise. Bring the offense and get together. I'm concerned for the Vipers to pull this out. I mean, it's one of those games where you can honestly say in the end, if there was a Vipers loss, you would say that the defense and special teams didn't deserve that. You know what I mean? But You got a fumble.
yep. Get on it, get on it, get on it. That's us, that's us, that's us. Is that us? We got it, right? Who got the ball? Make a call, ref. Okay, he throwing them their ball. That's us. Well, turnabout is fair play, folks. If we can lose the ball on a bad snap, so can Tennessee. We'll take the ball back. Offense will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line going in. So trading off on turnovers, we'll take the ball back. And with 7:37 remaining in the game, Georgia has an opportunity to get the game out of reach. Come on, offense. You know, that's the thing, though. I mean, again, I'm 53, so I'm kind of old school. I mean, I like the new offense. Don't get me wrong. Spread, I get all that. But too many teams just don't have enough plays where the quarterback is under center. Everything doesn't have to be out of pistol. Everything doesn't have to be a long snap. Just get the snap and hand it off. Once you incorporate that long snap effect, especially in rain and such and slick hands and this and that, you can have a bad grip on the height. You can have a bad reception by the quarterback. That's 2 opportunities for that ball to be lost. Sometimes just get under center and get the snap. And Tennessee does that because they do it when they do the tush push. They get up on the center and they go.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to get under center.
I agree with that. Good philosophy.
Lot of rain, get under center, hand the ball off. All right, that handoff off the right tackle will be strung out, and there will be a 1-yard loss by Bria. Clock is running, and it will be 2nd and 11. Oh, they had a line up here on offense. I didn't even notice. All right, offense, just hold the ball, man, and I'll take a punt down inside. Hold the ball. Stop giving it away out in this area. Only pass I'm willing to throw is a slant because it's going back inside. Not too much air to put on it, but I wouldn't because only because of how much space they're giving. But I wouldn't even do it. Hand the ball off, keep the clock running. Nice, nice. Oh, thought she was gonna get to that pylon. I say pylon, but yard mark is what I'm trying to say. All right, we'll take that. She's staying bounds. The clock is running. All right, that run off the right tackle is going to be a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll say 6 because there was a loss on the first down. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ball is at the 33-yard line. I like they letting the clock run. Ain't no need to hurry up offense here. Give them breathers in between. Line go up fresh. Oh, I genuinely don't like that long snap though. Let's get the exchange. 3rd down, get the exchange. Still didn't go down, but they blew the whistle. It's good. It's good. All right, that play off the right tackle is going to be for a loss of a yard. Going to bring up 4th down and 7. 4th down and 7. Why are we not punting? Nah, because that's Panda in front of the huddle, right? They got the offense out there. I get it. Maybe you're scared of the snap. But I'm just saying that's the only reason that I would say
This is
so.
why we ran the figures right here. So,
Right.
that little TV
Right.
right here.
Oh, they taking the 5, maybe. Because where's the quarterback? Yeah, they was just running the clock. There was no quarterback out there. I'm like, hold on, where's the quarterback? All right, we are 4th down and 7. 4 minutes to go in the game. Georgia Vipers have called their last time out. Very important play in the game, folks. Very important play. Personally, I say kick it away. I'm not sure what we're thinking here. I would love to see a punt inside the 10. That's 4th and 7. I mean, we're down there at midfield, man. Let's not even seem like we down at the 20 or something. You don't want to give them the ball this close. The punter is Lil T, and she was out at wide receiver. So where's she at now? See, they answering where they at.
She's up in the
Yeah,
slot, it looks
Lil
like.
T is a slot. She's a receiver. She's the punter. And but who's the quarterback? Am I tripping? Is that Panda out there? I guess that's Panda. It must be.
Motion, T's with the run. She's gonna get a good block. She's gonna cut back inside.
Nope. All right, that jet sweep to the left sideline is going to gain about, let's say 5 yards, but we needed 7. So that will be a turnover on downs back to Tennessee. And with 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to play in the game, Tennessee will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, 4 minutes left. They got the 2-minute warning. They got all 3 timeouts.
Oh, they have all 3? Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, they're a run dominant team, so dink and dunk is going to be hard to do, but not when you give them the ball, past the 30. That's why I wanted to see the ball back inside the 10 on a punt. But you know, both coaches are confident in their offenses and what their abilities are. This late in the game, I'd love to see punt them deep and let your defense play because they've been kind of your stars today.
Maybe the Viper personnel mindset is, hey, let them run the ball, let them run the clock. We'll go for it. Because I think I'm out here trying to do she gets out of there and gets out of bounds.
I don't know. Um, that run by Beast will gain the first down. It will be 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wants to commit to that.
Oh my. Okay. Let somebody get the ball. Did it come out? No, 17 got it back there, so it did come out. But all right, that run up the middle is going to be a short gain. Looks like the ball is still marked at the line of scrimmage. Um, looks like there's a timeout, Tennessee, with 3:11 remaining in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Tennessee. The ball is still marked at the 48-yard line. So there was no gain on the play. No gain on the play. Timeout, Tennessee. All right, we are back to live play. We're going to have the Tennessee. It'll be 2nd and 10. I'm not quite sure why it says first, but it should be 2nd and 10. And we've got 3:11 to go in this ball game. The Vipers literally have 3 minutes to make it to the next round. They have 3 minutes of play. All right, we're back to live play. It'll be first. I thought it's second. Yeah, but the 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They haven't changed a thing. All right, there's going to be a gain of about 4 on that play. I'm going to call it a long 3. We're going to call it, is it 2nd or is it 3rd and 7? I'm asking because I know they ran a play
They definitely ran the play.
because everybody thought they fumbled. See, they changing it now. That's why I'm like, is it 2nd or is it 3rd? Yeah, that's my little hint. Like, catch up. Let's go. God dog. I know they ran a play.
No mishaps in that play.
See, they put it back to 2nd. It's 3rd down, man. Oh, maybe there was a timeout before the call. Maybe that's why it went back.
Was it?
I'm assuming, because remember after that play there was a timeout? So I'm assuming, because remember it looked like they had got a little bit further. I was like, it went back. So I guess they gave them a timeout before the play was ran. That's the only thing that makes sense. All right, there's going to be another gain of about 2 or 3 on that play. It's going to be
Stop it at 2
third
minutes.
down
At even 2 minutes.
and 4. Third down and 4. Run the clock and then stop it at 2 minutes.
Hit the horn. There you go. Hit the horn.
You say, where
Don't
the
worry
horn?
about it. You can go wrong.
All right, that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. We're going to be at the 2-minute warning. Your home team, Georgia Vipers, has 2 minutes to the next round. 2 minutes to the next round. Defense, we need you to suck it up and bring your inner strength for 2 minutes. Right now, we only need you for 2 plays. Get them off the field, win yourself a ball game. Let's go, Vipers. 2 plays, that's all it takes. If you want to be real, 2 plays. 2 plays, you stop them for 4 yards, this game is over.
It's over.
Then
Yeah,
you can
it's
start
over for
taking
sure.
knees.
It's over for sure.
Then you can start taking knees. And I bet they won't.
You know what?
Then you can start taking knees.
With them having 2 timeouts, I don't be able to run it much longer. They're gonna go against themselves. Because if you don't get it, you have to burn it.
Yeah.
You don't get the ball back.
2 plays, defense. 2 plays. That's all it takes. 2 plays, you win a game. That's what it all comes down to right now. Give me 2 plays. Let's go. This is the first one. They putting it up. They putting it up. Oh my God! They gave up the corner.
Stop clock.
That play is going to be a pass play that was broken up a little bit in the backfield, and the quarterback tucked and ran. She will get the first down, getting the ball down around the 30-yard line. With 1:48 remaining in this game, Tennessee has a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. But see, again, that's what I'm saying. I would have loved to see the ball put up just because. You know what I mean? Oh, just because. But she brought it down and did what she had to. That's what I was saying, like the other quarterback was willing to do. Yeah, they'll bring it down and run it once you get in that man situation. Now they back to that run game. And see, this is what you want late in the game when you got a heavy back that nobody wants to hit. Yeah. All right, there's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. Tennessee will have 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, Tennessee. Are you trying to get off the field?
That's that bad thing about running that much. Clock is against you.
Yeah. But it also means we ain't going to have no time if they do score. That's why I said you'll mess around and lose 16-15. All right, that was a nice stop because they stood her up.
Stop clock. There you go.
All right, that ball was ran right near the first. Was it a first or no? Yes, they are giving her the first down, so it will be Tennessee 1st and 10 at the 21 with 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining. 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining. All right, we have very interesting situation here with 1 minute to go. They are definitely within range of scoring, knowing that their strength is the run and a 3 yards in a cloud of dust approach. I don't think they really have the speed to get to the outside unless it's a broken play where everyone has overshot their gaps. So this is their offense. And with 1 minute to go and 1 timeout remaining, it can get interesting. But that is all contingent on our D-line stepping up to the task, linebackers flowing to their gaps, and if it gets to that level, DBs making tackles. If not, we saw how she broke one earlier for what, like 10 yards or so, and what we thought would be 3 yards in the cloud of dust became 10. So let's go, defense. Do not let your season end this way. That's a hold on the outside. Nice. We'll take that. It's out of bounds, but we'll take that. It's like 2 yards. All right, that looks like it's going to be a gain of about 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. The ball is placed at the 19-yard line. But somebody need to come up and smack the quarterback if she's willing to do that.
Got to.
Once you pull it down, you're a running back. I thought the normal quarterback was 12, because that's 17. 12 was the normal quarterback, right? Yeah, 17 is in now. 17 must be the passing quarterback, is what I assume. She is a little longer. The other one's a little shorter, a little shorter, compact quarterback. Wrong play, wrong play, wrong play. Get her!
There we go. Put him down.
She pulled it out. Get her! She fumbled. Is that a fumble? God, dog, she pulled that mug out last minute. Y'all just standing there watching them, waiting for them to hand it off.
Stop the clock.
Stop the clock.
That's their last one.
That's their last time out. All right. After that broken play in the backfield, on what could have been a loss, the quarterback pulled the ball last minute and scrambled up the middle. It will bring up 3rd down and 6. Tennessee has taken their last time out, so with 43.8 seconds remaining in this ball game, we have a score of Georgia Vipers 15, Tennessee Enforcers 8. 3rd down at the 16-yard line. Oh my goodness, why would they just stand there? It's like they thought the play was dead or something. They could have went in there and blew it up and got all types of a fun. Because first she went to the left, the running back went to the right, then she tries to turn around and give it to her this way, and I'm like, why are y'all just standing there watching the play develop? Oh, but at least they stopped her because she darn near had that hold. I thought she was about to pull that mug and score. Baby, if you remember the other game, remember they got down to like the 6 and they finally stopped them and got the fumble. Alani got that fumble. All right, they bend but don't break. They better come on now.
Oh,
That's pick. That's pick.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
That's game.
Yes! Yes!
That's game. That's game. That is Amari Jet.
Touchdown, Vipers! Who says Jets can't fly in the rain? Touchdown, Amari Jet McNeil. Check that, last name Cameron. All that matters is that it's Jet, and she jetted up that left sideline and scored. That will put this game out of reach. That will give the Vipers the win, and they will move on in these playoffs to the next level. Touchdown, Vipers. Every time they blew it was on a pass.
Every time.
Every time.
Give them their 6.
I told you don't be too cute.
Come on, score, yep.
Told you don't be too cute, boy. These offensive coaches just gotta show you I can beat you in a different way. The run was working the whole time. That's the 3rd drive they've done the same thing. Had a drive going with the run, decided, you know what? I want to pass now. Told you, keep on passing.
Yeah, they said it.
I don't mind.
They're gonna remain flexible.
I don't mind.
They're not gonna stop coming forward.
Keep on passing. If you are a Vipers fan, give me a like. If you are a Vipers fan, give me a like. Let me hear you too. Alani running alongside it. I thought they was gonna do the old high five thing. I was about to say, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's good. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
And as a broken record on most extra point attempts, it's good.
That's huge for 22. Go out there, get that pick, take it back. Huge. Huge. We were just up here wondering whether or not Vipers were in trouble.
And didn't I just tell my wife it was right in this area where they made a play last time?
Yeah.
It's right in this area. They got to make a play.
That is a huge play.
Yep. It's getting there. It's getting there. That's where you got to bend but don't break. You didn't let them do it. Now it's time to make a play. And they gave it to them because they passed. The run was killing us.
Absolutely. Defense with 4 interceptions, 2 of them
Two for
Being pick
touchdown.
sixes.
They've scored more than their offense today.
Extremely impressive.
That's what it takes, man. That's what it takes. This defense has been good all year. Even when they played the Phoenix, it was one of them games, man. I mean, it is what it is. We lost. You can't take nothing from them. 13-0, we didn't score. But it was one of them games where it was zip for a while, strength on strength, this, that, and the other. But I think in that game, I think the Phoenix line wore them out late.
Right.
I think late they wore them out, and they got a couple of them on us, and it is what it is. But, you know, that's what it all comes down to, man. Sometimes it's hard, but like they say, fatigue will make a coward out of a soldier is what they say. I'm part Marine Corps, so I don't say soldier,
Okay,
but,
we're up.
you know, out of a Marine, you know what I
5
mean?
years myself.
Semper Fi all
All right,
day.
now. All right, now.
All day. But yeah, you know, fatigue will get you. So they got to go into that game ready. They got to go into that game well rested. No flag football if they got it coming up and all that stuff. You
I'm
got
not gonna agree with you on that.
you gotta be ready.
Got a few pieces out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For that championship, you can't be doing it. You can't be doing it. He said, I got a few pieces out here. Let's stop all that now. Look. Stop the clock. Well, it don't matter. It's over.
That's it.
All right, that kickoff will be returned out to the 35-yard line, and that is the ball game, folks. Let's hear for the home team, Georgia Vipers, moving on to the next level of these playoffs with the ultimate goal being Charlotte, North Carolina, and the Emerald Bowl. All right, Chad, as we see, that is it. The game is over. And as it was earlier in the game, a defensive pick six has shifted the momentum of this game and ended it. So the final score today will be your Georgia Vipers 22, the visitors from Tennessee 8. Last game it was 27-15. So once again, these teams play close games, and it's a player or two that will make the difference. And today, again, it was the defensive side of the ball that made the plays. All right, but it is a team effort. So hearing this live, do not think I am saying the offense didn't do anything. That is not the message I am trying to send. This is a total team, and I appreciate every position that plays on this team. Just today, what was needed, they got from their defense, and that was scores. Because without that, we'd have been sitting at a 8-8 game. It would have been 8-8. We could be going overtime without those defensive touchdowns. So today, we're going to get a defensive credit they deserve. And we're going to move on. We're going to make adjustments, and we'll be back stronger than we were this week. Congratulations to the ladies of Georgia. Congratulations to the ladies of Tennessee. I mean, they're a good team. They came out today, and quite frankly, they were a better team than we met. I believe it was week 2 or 3 in the regular season. That being said, only one team could move on, and you know who I was rooting for, and I'm happy. I'm also happy that I did not see. Well, I won't say that. What I will say is I did not see an ambulance come to this field, so I'm assuming even earlier when the young lady was hurt, she either got back into the game because I never had a number, or she's at least okay enough to where there was not need for emergency care. So that's what I always want to see is both teams come in healthy, both teams leave healthy, no injuries or major things that would change what they do in their day-to-day lives because everybody needs a paycheck and to take care of their families. We play this game to have fun. And that is what I saw today. As you see, one thing I respect about the women's game, they always meet at midfield, no matter how contested the game has been. They meet and on 3-day break with women's football, and that's the spirit of the game. Oh, good. I haven't, but you can't.
Have to catch 2 or 3.
Yeah. Whew, Lord, it is burning up.
Top of KD, versus going defense, getting 2 picks today. Jet, long return. Look at it coming down. Put a lot of pressure on everyone, get sacrificing their body.
All right, so chat, what we have today, we will be having some off-the-field interviews right after this as they break their huddle. If you want to stay tuned for that, we will be having some off-the-field interviews with some of the players from the Georgia Vipers as they move on to the next round of these playoffs. So if you have a loved one, family member, or friend, we never know who's going to show up on this camera. So stay tuned.
You gonna post it on the you want me to hold a tripod with it, or you want me just to hold it freehand?
It depends on if you want to just, talk to them as they go, or if you want to set up something off to the side. How you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up. You know, put it on a tripod, have him come over, and
That'll work. Oh, let me get you this and put it back down. And then I'll finish up here. I'll come down behind you.
okay. Oh, see, I deserve it. Thank you. What's up?
And my money's in her wallet. Right. Same. Look at this.
All right, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna interview some of the Georgia Viper players as they come off the field.
She streamed. You don't know what the hell. Oh, that was your live that you shared.
No, that was a
Okay.
GD live. I was just a guest commentator. Yeah.
You were commentating up there? Damn, I gotta go back and watch it. I gotta go watch it now. We was looking for you because I saw you at halftime that job.
Fix this.
That's why I was like, she don't know what she's doing.
Unscrew it. It's too tight. Do I need this? Does it go higher?
That's the highest it goes. Okay. Yeah, that's the highest it's gonna go.
Tiny.
You're gonna have to let them stand back.
That's fine. I was trying to get it to.
What is it? Which one?
I was trying to get this part to face this way, so when I have it close like.
Oh.
It's
I was here, Kiki.
just twist it like that, and bet you get it.
Screw that to tighten it once you get it in there. If I want it to be like, you know.
Oh, you want it up?
Yeah.
Use your which camera you using? Front or back?
I'm gonna use the front.
Get it all set and twist the camera around. Some interviews in. Where y'all headed?
I don't know.
Whatever
I
y'all
was trying
trying
to figure out if y'all was gonna do something, but by the time they come off the field, take off the clothes.
You never know. Bills got to get paid. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
June come around, y'all don't know how to act.
Right. All the apples that drive this month.
Like there, good done with it.
I think so. This tripod is really more for being on something. You know how small it
Hey
is.
y'all, I'm done with that side of my life.
Still 15 even when you cut it.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with this field.
You want to be acting like you sure?
You the one that gotta work.
So for me, I gotta be up to you. I'm asking. I know it's a weekend, so you also not one.
I feel like how late this time?
I don't know. I'm just making sure you're okay with. I don't want you to regret it. Because I know sometimes you get like, I should. So I just want to make sure, like, you know, I know you don't get to be out often, so I'm down for that. But also, if I'm out, I probably would go. But just like that. And also my feet are just like wet. I got
Should I have him on this side? Or you can put him on that side. Yeah, just talk to him.
I want to have about a 50
What is
with
that?
the field in the background.
That's cool.
Yeah, we can move it over there. All right, they just broke their huddle, and post game, we will be trying to get a few of the players over to talk to about today's performance and what they're looking forward to next week. So if you're still locked in, we'll have that for you here in just a moment. Oh, I just ripped this and I meant to keep it.
I still got ice in my boxes, bro. Y'all don't even love me for real.
Yeah, she plays for Storm Flag. I felt so bad for them. I told them pick their head up, especially number 12. I said, just too good, too good. They're great players. I said, don't ever be sad. They're great players. I feel them though. Hey y'all, it's Lil Big 22-0, number 2 tuning in, and Big Jet, number 22, by the way, with the pick 6. So, yo, we going to, what is it, round 3? Lock in with your Georgia Vipers. Hey Jet, come on. Come on. Come get your little interview. And speaking of the person, Payel, number 22.
Yes,
Number
sir.
22. 22 points on the board. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And we got 22 points on the board.
All right, real quick. So we're here right now. We're here right now with Jet. Take us through that play as, enforcers, are down by 7 points. They're out of timeouts. They go back to pass the ball. Walk us through it. What happened mentally, physically? Take us through it.
I knew that they was close. I knew that we had to make a play. I knew that I couldn't let nobody get behind me because I knew that would have been a touchdown. I just had to do what I had to do.
This point, it's live. We're live.
Yeah, you know it.
We're live. We're live.
Hey, this Big Jet. Yes, sir. Big Jet. These folks doubted me, but I just had to show them that I'm gonna show up and show out. On God. Always. Big 22. Remember me. Stamp that.
Again, so let's talk about the game. Enforcers ran the ball a lot. They were really involved in the trenches early, often. They relied on it, but it seemed every time they put the ball in the air, the Vipers secondary was there to answer. What gave you guys the confidence today as that secondary to come out there and put tremendous pressure on the quarterback trying to put the ball in the air?
Because they know.
Teamwork made the dream work.
Yeah, teamwork made the dream work.
I got you, Bell. I got you next, Bell. I got you.
They couldn't get us deep. They had to run the ball. They didn't have no other choice because they knew if they threw it deep, it would have been pick city every time. And I showed them today when they threw that bit.
Understood. We got a chance to see KD today play DB as well. For somebody to be a receiver, get pulled back there to DB, get 2 picks in their debut. What does that say to you about this team's versatility, able to go both sides of the ball and be able to get done whatever needs to happen?
I just feel like if we don't got the people whoever not here.
We're gonna get her out of here. We better get her out of here. I know it's a lot of emotion, a lot of adrenaline happening right now.
I'm sorry. She's out.
All right. Number 13.
Yo. Friday the 13th, baby.
Miss Reliable.
Hey,
Miss
straight
Get
up,
It Done.
appreciate
Both sides of the ball. Miss Versatile. Let's talk about the big run that you broke.
Yes, sir.
Looked like, you had to unhook the trailer once you got down there the sideline. But what was going through your mind? You always have a tendency to find the hole, find the gap, and really get it done. What goes through your head as you're
For sure. So this season was dedicated to my pops that passed away a year ago.
Condolences.
He was in room 13 when he went, feel me? So I wasn't number 13, so I lay it all out on the line for my people. Because you never know when your time will come.
Right.
So it's all heart, really. I know that I'm here, I'm a captain. They
Right.
made me a captain. I was voted in by the players, so
Right.
I got to do what I got to do. So it was my time to step up, and I did just that.
But not only that, man, we see you on both sides of the ball getting
Yes,
it done. That pick 6. Man, we saw you over there on the sideline winded. We got ready to send over their emergency services.
Yo, this equipment hit different. I want y'all to know that. That 100 yards is different. I don't know how many yards it was, but it was back there.
It was about 70. It was about 70, 80.
It was about back there. It hit different with his equipment.
Yeah.
I was praying to God, and God pushed me through. I said, she took the wrong angle. She cut in too soon.
Right.
I said, thank God. I was praying. When y'all saw me slowing down, I said a little prayer.
Yeah.
And she cut in, and I was like, yeah, I got her.
Yo, Bill, we was watching that play upstairs, and the moment she threw the ball, I said, man, that's a pick.
Facts.
I've seen you in a lot of, flag games, sit there, bait, act like it's open, act like it's something, just to give the QB a little bit of hope. And then once that hand come back,
Facts.
you're in the perfect place, perfect lane.
Facts.
What gives you that sixth sense to know exactly where to be and how to get it done?
Hey, that's reps, honestly. Like, get your reps in for real. Coach Josh, he make us rep that over and over. We know our drops, we know where we're supposed to be at. So, Coach, that's Coach repping. That's just reps, knowing where you're supposed to be, knowing your drops and reading. We take our read steps, and then we pull it back when we see pass. And the coach put me on that.
Absolutely. This is my last question. I'm going to let you get out of here,
Yeah.
Bill. Next round of the playoffs. I know you guys are going to celebrate tonight, enjoy the win tonight. But next round of the playoffs. Next round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Have you heard about who's won what games?
No, we waiting.
We on their ass regardless.
Get
We're
out
on
of the
the
way,
live.
bro.
We're on the live.
She didn't mean it.
All right, Bill. Well, I'm gonna let you figure out who you guys got next, and when you guys figure it out,
We're gonna be ready.
exactly.
We got a week. We got about 2 weeks, right?
We got about 2 weeks. Go to
Yep.
Charlotte. Let's
Hey,
get it
I
done.
appreciate you,
Of
boss.
course. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. We're gonna get next up. We're gonna get number 5, KD, on her interview. For those who may not know, KD is a primary receiver for Georgia Vipers. She was asked to step into a role today she doesn't normally do. She hasn't done actually as a defensive back. And in your debut, KD, 2 interceptions. Tell me how that feels to step into a role and then be able to produce turnovers like that.
I mean, it feels great just to get a chance from the coaching staff. And we've been talking about putting me in the defense, but they want to see me primarily for offense. So the opportunity came up, and I just tried to take advantage of those opportunities.
Right. Well, you know, Katie, you know, the pick that you had where you kind of had to like fall forward to go get it. Did it kind of give you your receiver personality a little bit right there when you knew where it was at? You knew to go down and get it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I knew it was slants. The second QB got down, looking right, looking left, and I was like, oh, slants coming in.
Right.
So I was trying to sit back to make it think like I wasn't going to be over there. Just do it. Big mistake.
All right. You know, Katie, for a lot of people who don't know, you're a dynamic flag player. Any chance we can see some of that bleed over into the flag world, possibly with a little bit of DB thrown in there?
We'll see. We'll see. It's up to coaches. It's up to, but I'll play wherever y'all need me to.
Right. Well, then, I think you did a great job tonight. I think, anytime you can produce turnovers, put pressure on quarterbacks, especially when they say, hey, we don't know number 5 on defense. Let's go test her. And you make them pay with turnovers. I think you did a phenomenal job. And best of luck to you guys in the next round.
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you was a sister.
Not chill out. Turn around. Not starting with you today.
Where is...
Who you looking for?
It's preferably smooth, but he's still down there. Hey, coach. Hey, coach. Let me get an interview real quick.
Good game, baby. Yeah, that's how it's like. And then get up and go try to help somebody.
Hey, coach, come on. Let me get you, coach. Coach, come on.
Wipe your face.
Come on. No, come on, coach. Come on.
Niles
You
the
the last
Dragon.
one.
Niles, if you still in here, let me know. Let me know if you can give me an update on them scores. Niles, if you in here, let me know. What's happening?
All right, so we're here with
Coach Mike.
Coach Mike of the Georgia Vipers. Coach, I won't take up too much of your time. First off, congratulations on the win. Next round of the playoffs is in you guys' reach. What did you see tonight from this team? Let's start with the offensive part of the game. What did you see tonight? Good, bad, and different.
From them or from us?
From us.
From us, we started slow, but we've been off for a little over a month, so gotta keep that up. Staying practice gonna clean up. Defense, same thing. We've been off for a little while, so can't make too many excuses, but we started slow. Second half, we kind of got together, made some adjustments. Went from there.
You know, Coach, anytime you can produce 4 picks, 2 of them being pick sixes, it put your team in a phenomenal position. How excited were you seeing that secondary get after it, putting a lot of pressure on the passing game? How excited does that make you as a coach?
It got better during the year. We struggled over there. D-line got a lot of good pressure. They called some of the picks. The last pick six actually came from D-line pressure. So shout out to the D-line. They stepped up a lot through secondary, have everything locked. So they try to do their job as best as possible. We're proud of what we're doing out there. We're going to keep working.
Now, Coach, the Enforcers did run the ball a lot. They were able to really establish a point of dominance in the trenches. What do you go back and say to your team after a win? Because usually it takes a loss to get players to refocus and lock in and see what they did wrong. How do you convince a team after a loss that the way that the line held can't happen again in the next round?
We got to be more physical.
Right.
Simple as that up front. We got to be more physical. We got to get more active down there to see. We can't be lazy. We got to pin our ears back and we got to go.
Right. Well, Coach, I want to thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Again, congratulations. Vipers are first-year team, making it through already second round of the playoffs. We're excited about it. Good luck, Coach.
Appreciate it.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. That is all that I have. It has been a great stream. I've been excited to be here with you guys, with GD Productions. Very excited about this Georgia Vipers team. Very excited about what Coach Smooth and personnel has put together here. This is truly something special. I'm going to wrap it up unless Brent has anything else. See him coming back this way. But just a dynamic win by the Vipers. Defense stepped up. 4 picks, 2 pick sixes. Just a great win. But I was just wrapping it up here. letting people know that we thank you for you doing what you do. You streaming, you bringing us this live, and
trying
allowing
to.
us to see it. These ladies have family, friends, everybody's out here to support them. Couldn't make it in this weather, so thank you for doing what you do.
Definitely. That's what it's all
Commitment
about.
that you have to the game.
That's what it's
So
all
we
about.
appreciate you, and I want to
Now,
tell
I
you
do
that.
have my daughter in the game, so I won't lie about that. But I mean, I'll be honest with you. Once I started coming out, I'm a football fan.
Right.
You know what I mean? I played,
Well, Coach, let's get you
I
on this side.
played-
Let's get you on this side. Let's see the man behind the camera. Who's up here commentating? Who's getting it
Okay.
done?
Look, y'all,
Who's
she done got
making
me
it
out here.
happen?
She didn't got me out here. But look, this bottom line, that's my daughter. That's why the GD Sports Network stands for Girl Dad. That's what it is. So, I have a vested interest because of my daughter. But after I start coming to these games and actually watching, hey, they out here playing. And you know what you have to understand about this level of football? It's not high school, it's not college, there's no NIL, there's no big money, this, that, and the other. You got a few people, semi-pro, I get it, but the bottom line, these women are out here for the love of the game. They're out here because they want to be. So that I respect for anybody. It's not at the youth level where mom might send you to practice because she kind of need a babysitter and you might end up taking a love to the game or whatever. This is real, live effort by these women to come out and play this game of football. So if y'all have an opportunity, take in a game. Take in a game. Really, there's teams all across this country. It is amazing if you don't realize it. There's the WFA Women's Football Alliance. There is the AWFL, who is they with now, the American Women's Football League. You have the ones that I'm aware of, the WNFC, which is the Women's W National Football Conference, I believe it is. Don't just look up the acronyms if I'm wrong. But what I'm saying is that there are hundreds of teams throughout this world. And I say world because it's international. Last year, I think they played a team out in Costa Rica. This, that, and the other, what the All-Star game was. So really, just look into it because they need your support. When you come out here, you see sometimes more fans at a youth game on the weekend. This quality football is better. I know we love our children, want to go see and play and all that, but I'm just saying, support the game. If you like football like I do, support the game. That's all I'm saying. That's what it is. So I'm trying to live stream these games to get it out there for people to see. But if you're local enough in your own community, come out and support the team. Come out and watch a game. Even if you can't do that, log on to their website and donate. Because you can do that no matter where you're at. If it's $1, $2, $10, $15. Because like this team now, they about to head to the playoffs, to the third round. And depending on who wins tonight, they got to go to Dallas. But if Houston pulls off that upset, we'll be right back here in 2 weeks. But the team's got to travel. Think about the WNBA. If any of you guys watch it, they just started taking charter flights last year, and they've been in existence for 30 years or more. So just think about all the fees and things these ladies got to play or pay to play, and just support a team. Pick a team, any team. Send them some money. That's what I would say.
That's perfect, Brent. We thank you. We appreciate you. Everything you're doing for the advancement of women's football. And it's been great opportunity with you. Regardless of where we are in 2 weeks, it's been great, and I appreciate the opportunity to get it done.
No problem. I appreciate you, all right? Y'all have fun.
That was dope. That was dope. I appreciate the experience.